Hi, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. Today I'm going to walk you through how to install the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness with 4-pole flat trailer connector on your 2015 Volkswagen Passat. Maybe you pull a small trailer, maybe you have a cargo carrier that when you put cargo on it, it covers your tail lights, and you need to get wiring or lighting to it. Adding this 4-pole wiring is going to give you the ability to get your cargo carrier or your trailer to receive light functions from your vehicle, so that you're not only legal but you're safe. This wiring harness is going to have a converter box on it, and what the converter box does is it's going to protect your factory wiring from any backfeed from either the trailer or the cargo carrier if there was a wiring issue. It's going to give you all of your proper lighting functions, both turn signals, your brake lights, and your running lights. It's also going to have a nice dust cap that when you're not using it, it's going to help protect the connections from any dirt and debris, anything like that. This is going to be made to live inside of the vehicle, so when you're not using it, you simply put on your dust cap, roll it up, and you can stick it into a compartment, maybe in your spare tire area. When you're ready to use it, you simply lay it over top this rubber seal here, close down your lid, hook it up to your trailer, and you're ready to go. This is going to give you 5 amps per circuit for your stop and turn signals, 7.5 amps per circuit for your tail lights. Another thing I really like about this wiring harness is you can see how much we have, so we're going to have plenty to get to those trailer wirings that may be a little bit shorter than others. So again, as far as the install goes on this, very simple. It's going to plug directly into the factory wiring or factory plugs behind each of your tail lights. You're going to have a power wire that goes up, runs up, and connects to the battery. The significant thing about that is we're not drawing power from our lights, we're actually drawing it from the battery. So if our trailer may have a few extra lights on it, it's not going to dim the lights on the car to get our trailer lights to work. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let me walk through how to get it installed. Start our installation. We're going to open our trunk and we're going to remove this sill panel. We're just going to pull out and up. We're going to set the panel aside. Take a small flathead screwdriver. We're going to pop out the center of this fastener. Same thing on this one. And then we'll have 2 on the passenger side. And we're going to take our trim panel tool and we're going to pop them out. Go ahead and remove that. Pull it aside. We're going to have one more here that was underneath our sill panel. Pull this out. We're going to come to our plug. We're going to have a little red lock. We're going to pull it up. We're going to push in on the tab. You're going to pull this up, push in right there, and pull it out. We'll do that same thing on the other side of the vehicle. We're going to take the yellow plug, or the yellow wire, over to our driver's side. We're going to plug them together. And then this one's going to go back on the back of your light. Make sure you push in the red tab to lock it in place. You're going to get some 2-sided tape. We're going to peel off one side, stick it onto our converter box, peel off the other side. I'm going to stick this onto a flat surface. I'm actually going to stick it right here. Press it in, make sure it's got a good hold. We'll take our self-typing screw, ring terminal with the white wire on it, and we're going to ground it. We need to make sure it's grounded on metal, not on any plastic. We'll take the black wire coming off our converter box. We're going to take the black wire that comes in our kit. We're going to add on a butt connector, and we're going to add the 2 together. This wire needs to be routed outside the vehicle because it has to go up to the front, to the engine compartment, to the battery. So what we're going to do is from here, without drilling a hole or anything like that in the trunk of the car, we have a couple different places we can go. You have a rubber grommet right here that we need to make sure that we can get outside. If we can't get out there, we can go right through here. So my rubber grommet here in the corner, I found out that it does go outside, so I went ahead, poked a little hole in it, and fed my wire through to the outside. And we'll take our green wire over to our passenger side, hook it up the same way we did on our driver's side with the exception of the ground wire and the power wire. Once you get it ran over, Make sure it's not going anywhere where when you put your panel back in place, it's not going to get pinched. Once you get it over there, you can go ahead and put your back panel back in. To run our wire to the front of our vehicle, we want to make sure we're staying away from anything hot or moving. I went behind the heat shield. I zip tied it right along this bar because this bar does not move. Keep it away from my spring. Went over the top here. Zip tied it to this hard line behind my heat shield here to this panel. Tucked it up under the edge of this panel all the way to the front. Came across. I have an airline tube from the top down right behind this heat shield up to the battery. And all I did was stuck my wire in the end of my airline tube. Now I can go up top, pull my wire up, or pull my line up, and my wire will follow it. I've got my wire up, and I ran it across my firewall here. I zip tied it right to this factory wiring just to keep it up so it doesn't fall back down underneath the car. I ran it around my battery. Now we'll cut it to size and add it to the positive side. Cut it here. Strip it off. Your kit comes with a butt connector. I'm going to suggest using a heat shrink butt connector because it is outside. This can help protect your connection from any moisture, dirt, and debris. Help keep it from corroding. Once you add on your butt connector, and take your fuse holder, cut it in half, strip back both sides, add one side to your butt connector. Other side, you're going to add on the ring terminal. And we can add this onto the positive side of our battery. Now the nut on this is not made to come all the way off, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut our ring terminal. We're going to cut a little section out of it. Like that. And feed it over the top. And kind of squeeze this together a little. And then we'll tighten the nut back down. We'll take our heat source, we'll shrink up our butt connector. If you don't have a heat gun, you can find them here at etrailer.com. Once you have it connected, we can add the fuse. Once you put in the fuse, we're going to test everything out, make sure everything's working correctly. Now we'll test our wiring using part number I26. Left turn, right turn, brakes, running lights. Once you've tested everything out, you know it's working correctly, you're ready to go. Again, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. Hope this video has helped you whether you're still deciding or installing the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness with 4-pole flat trailer connector on your 2015 Volkswagen Passat.